Missing Clarendon teacher's body found in shallow grave in Sand Bay. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 7 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. We ask you, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with the latest report. We'll be right back after the break with the details. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 7 TV. Let's talk. What a sad day for the teaching fraternity in Jamaica after the body of Miss Nattalie Dawkins was found in a shallow grave in Sandy Bay just a few hours ago. And this report has been confirmed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I can tell you this has left the whole entire teaching fraternity in shock. The police and residents have been searching for the missing teacher for over a week now, and some of her personal belongings were actually recovered just a few days ago, including a motor car, a cell phone, and also a handbag belonging to the missing teacher. Now, we're about to provide you with the latest that we have in relation to this matter after the body of the teacher was found in what is said to be a shallow grave. So Nattalie Dawkins, the Clarendon teacher who went missing just over a week ago, her body has been found. The police have confirmed that the body was found in a shallow grave in Sandy Bay in Clarendon on Thursday, and that would have been just yesterday. Dawkins, a teacher of the Four Paths Primary School and Junior High School, has been missing since Tuesday, March 30. The teacher motor car was found in Ballastgate, St. Catherine on Saturday, April 3rd, after two men attempted to sell it. The man engaged the police in a shootout and one was subsequently cut down while the other escaped. The deceased man that was taken out by the police has been identified as 20-year-old Jeff Bedward, alias Waterlord, of Ballastgate in St. Catherine, and also from a community in Sandy Bay in Clarendon as well. Bedward's brother, and this is one of the main suspects, was also taken into custody on Wednesday as the probe intensified into the disappearance of the teacher. Now, during an interview, head of the corporate communications unit, Ms. Stephanie Lindsay, said that the police are making check if someone who turned up at the hospital for medical treatment recently could be the man who was shot and injured during a confrontation with the police in Ballastgate, St. Catherine on the weekend. In addition, the forensic tests are underway on the teacher's vehicle just in order to ascertain who was behind the wheels of this vehicle as well. The Four-Part police report that Dawkins, a 44-year-old teacher, was last seen at her home in Denby, Clarendon on Tuesday, March 30 at about 11:30 a.m. when she was contacted by her neighbor about her car alarm that kept going off. The following morning, relatives tried to contact her, but their calls went unanswered. Relatives visited the teacher's home and realized that her car was missing along with other items from her house. While making those checks, they were informed by the Spanish Town police that the teacher's handbag was found on Highway 2000 along the Spanish Town leg. Now, this is so sad and it's so unfortunate, as many were hoping that the teacher would have been found alive. Now, I can tell you that based on my own personal investigation, it has come to my attention that the teacher's body is in an advanced state of decomposition, and I'm going to provide some more details in relation to this in another report. But all I can say, what happened to this teacher is very unfortunate, and it just goes to show you what is really going on in our country right now. This is sad when we look on these young individuals that are carrying out these heinous crimes against people. When we look at this young boy that was actually taken out by the police, this youth was actually just 20 years old and is actually a prime suspect within the disappearance of the teacher. Now, the police intensified their search for the missing Clarendon teacher on Saturday after they were able to gather some real vital information about this. And I can tell you that the search party started to search for the teacher on Saturday at about 6 a.m. and that search continued into the latter part of the day. But with this developing story that the teacher's body was found in a shallow grave, it just goes to show you that we are living in a real serious time, and we're living in a time where we have to be extremely careful about the people that we engage with. You have to be very vigilant in your surroundings whenever you're transacting business, or whenever you're even in the own personal confines of your home, because the neighbor heard her car alarm going off on numerous occasions and called to inform her. But it seemed as if this time when the car alarm was going off, it seemed that these individuals were actually at the house at the time the alarm was going off on that motor vehicle. And I can tell you that she might have went to investigate, and somehow these individuals would have been seen by her, and they decided as if the only way for them not to get caught was to actually do what they did. And the police have intensified their search and have so far made numerous arrests into this case. But in the end, this was not the news that we were all hoping for. We were all hoping that she would have been found tied up somewhere and might be in a state that she could have survived. But now, when this news broke that she was found in a shallow grave, this sent shockwave throughout the entire teaching fraternity. And right now, the teaching community in Jamaica is actually in great mourning based on the development that came out recently. And it's one of those moments when we reflect and we look on what is going on in our country. This is really a concern, and a concern not only for myself, but for many, when we look on all these young individuals that are engaging in such criminal and violent acts. This youth was just 20 years old, and he was actually a prime suspect within the disappearance of the teacher. He was found in possession of the motor car, and I listened to an interview with a family member giving her account of who this individual was, and the family member painted a very dark picture of this individual. I can even recall reading a report where someone stated, and this would have been someone that lived close beside this individual, when he stated that he wanted to be famous like Doppelfilm. Now, if you recall Doppelfilm was a wanted individual who committed various crimes across the country. And now this individual, just 20 years old, being portrayed in such a way is very sad, and it's very unfortunate to see how this young man threw his life away just in order for financial gain. These individuals nowadays, when you look on it, they don't want to work. They just want the fast way of earning a living. And the fast way of earning a living to them is turned into crime and violence. But in the end, does it really pay? Because most of the time, they end up with all these things, and then the police now, acting on their intelligence, just come, and then all of this just go just like that. But with the developing story, we'll continue to just track this one. But I can tell you, I can just imagine what the family of this teacher is going through at this time, because no one would have wanted this news in this current state that we're in. And as the teaching fraternity came out on Saturday just in order to search for this teacher, it just goes to show you that they had that level of hope of finding her alive. But when this news broke yesterday that she was actually found in a shallow grave, this sent shockwave throughout the entire teaching fraternity and also the country at large, because the police did recover some of her personal belongings recently, her motor car, her handbag, along with some other items that would have been missing from her house. The police have so far taken a number of individuals into custody, and I believe that maybe one of these individuals provided the police with this geographical location that the body was found. So the police will be carrying out an intensive investigation to see whether or not charges will be laid against these individuals that they currently have in custody. But I believe that charges will be laid against them very soon. I'm going to have an updated report about what the police theorize might be behind the taking out of this Clarendon teacher, but I'm going to leave that for another report coming up very soon. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. You can just drop it in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this story and how you feel about what is going on in our country. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed and productive day from the Links TV family.